With me is David Jemmett, the CEO of CISO Global. And we're going to talk today, David, first of all, welcome. And let's talk about CMMC. CMMC is everywhere right now. What is that? And who needs one?
That's a good question. Thank you for having me, Jane. CMMC is Cyber Maturity Model Certification that the
Oh,
DoD has rolled out. They've been trying to roll out for many, many years. And so people got to the point where they were like, no, it's not coming. Well, uh, Teletech, a CISO company, has had certification for preparation. Now, that's always been the case of people can go and, prepare for these audits, but they can self-attest. And really, to break down CMMC, it is to control federal contract information and controlled unclassified documentation. And it's kind of a tiered approach where tier one is you get managed, you get prepared, and you can self-attest. Level two is brings in, and this is very tight cybersecurity certification to get, but they brought 110 of those requirements in for CMMC.
didn't our,
CMMC is really broken out and brought by the DoD so that they can easily look at that you have your certification and verify it. Now, for so long, contractors in the government have done what they call self-attestation. So think of it as layman's terms. You go into your house and you're doing a walkthrough because you just sold your house. Well, instead of an independent individual coming in, you go, yep, the roof's okay. Yep, everything's clean. Air conditioners work, heat works. That's called self-attestation. What is important is CMMC level two with that 110 points has an independent auditor come in and actually audit you and to validate that you are in compliance with CMMC.
So CISO Global's compliance team is now a certified third-party assessment organization. And what changes now? What does that mean for the company?
Well, really, we've been doing it since 2014. So they've been doing C3PAO. I always want to say CP30, right? But been doing that since 2014, including the software has been FedRAMP certified, which is also a very tough certification to get from a government standpoint for a GRC. And that's for government risk and compliance software so that these people who get it can easily manage it and look at the information quickly and also pick out the new fundamentals that need to be in place. So what's really important is you can't do both. You can't become someone who helps the organization get to where they can be audited and audit them. So either you help them get to the audit location where they can get certified and then bring an auditor in.
Okay. Now, how big is the demand and how many organizations are impacted by this? And why is there this sense of urgency?
Well, it's been trying to be rolled out forever. I mean, self-attestation should tell you right there that people just check the box. This is actually getting auditors to go through and look at it. The government or federal news has reported estimated 220,000, 300,000 companies within the DoD eco environment that need the requirement for CMMC.
So why is CISO Global what sets Teletech apart from other C3PAOs? Did I say that right?
Yes, you did. Well, that's an important question. We've been doing the preparation work for CMMC for companies in the DoD space and government space since 2014. This just makes it easier to the next step to where we're helping them audit. So we're not just going through and getting you audited in your certification. And what we're really doing is going in holistically and being able to help you become more secure with your compliance, but most importantly, implementing those safeguards around the software.
And where should people go to learn more? What's the first step?
Reaching out, it's kind of interesting because it's been waiting so long and people have been inspected it. They've kind of pushed it off. And now people are starting to get in line and it takes some time to get an accreditation. So it's really important to note that only over 100 companies have this ability. to service 220,000, 300,000 companies. And
And,
the government sees that, and they're saying, okay, it's a phased approach. The first phase kicked in November 10th of 2025.
okay. What's one misconception that you keep hearing about CMMC?
Well, a lot of folks are waiting, which can be the most expensive. Let's see if this really takes off, or is it going to be fully implemented? And so the longer you wait, the more expensive it's going to get.
And how do you maintain independence if you're also helping clients prepare?
Well, that's where we draw the line is the either we go in and help them prepare or we become the third party auditor. We can't become both.
Okay, any final thoughts about this, David, before we close out?
No, I appreciate your time, but more importantly, it really the government is becoming proactive because of all the issues that the government agencies have had, not just DoD, but government and agencies. You hear them being hacked. You hear them, are we prepared enough? Well, this gets them in position, become more secure, and have a better cyber posture by getting CMMC. And I
Okay.
would encourage everyone to do that.
And it makes sense because you're right. I mean, this problem only seems to be growing and getting more sophisticated. So,
Yeah.
this is a good move. So, David, thank you so much for bringing us up to date on CISO Global.
Hey, thank you so much, Shane. Appreciate it.
Thanks.